Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rudi and thank you so much for being here. Guys, it is so freaking cold outside. Oh my gosh, I'm drinking out of a freaking Santa's mug because I'm feeling like winter vibes. I'm trying to enjoy every season to its fullest because you know every season has its strengths and weaknesses, and I feel like when we get into February and March, the winter weaknesses really come out, if you will, and so I'm trying to learn to enjoy. I am also trying to talk myself out of making another Sephora order, which is where you come in. Today, we are going to do a buy or buy on some new skincare and makeup at Sephora. Some things that I'm looking at and I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna talk you out of it. And a few things that I just want your opinion on. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. We talk about more than just new products at Sephora. We talk about skincare, makeup, mental health, vlogging. We do it all, and I would love to have you join. I'm trying to kind of slow down on my buying recently, and I've been doing a pretty good job of it, but there are some things here that The first one, let's talk about, this is the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez, the Stay Vulnerable Liquid Eyeshadow, specifically in the shade Nearly Neutral. I'm really interested in this entire line. You guys know that I have both blushes from the Selena Gomez line, and I like them both. I don't love them. They're very interesting, and I'm gonna do an entire video on my favorite like natural makeup products, and I will probably feature one of them. But the Stay Vulnerable eyeshadows I'm super interested in because they're matte liquid eyeshadows, which are very hard to find. The only one that I can think of off the top of my head, and I do own one of them, is the Glossier Sky Washes, and I have the shade Palm, and I don't really like it, to be honest. It's incredibly sheer, and the color is just not right for me, which is not their fault, but I'm just not into it. And these, from what I can see, are very pigmented, but also blend out very easily with a finger or a brush, and they're only $20. I really appreciate that Rare Beauty is kind of well priced, even though they are a celebrity beauty brand. So TBD, honestly, it's in my cart right now, so I would say this is a buy for me, but have you guys tried this? Are you interested in hearing about it? Let me know your thoughts on this one because I could easily be persuaded to purchase. Okay, next up is another one that I kind of want, but I have a feeling that this one is not gonna make it to the cart. This is the Peace Out Retinol Eye Stick, and it is $28. So this is an encapsulated retinol stick balm form that you can use for your under eyes, for wrinkles, fine lines, all the same reasons that you would use an over-the-counter retinol as a serum, or why some people use tretinoin if they're not using it for acne. You may or may not know, if you're new on this channel, that I am already on a prescription strength retin-A called tretinoin, so if you have more questions about that or about acne in general, I can leave that playlist up above. But I don't know why I'm really drawn to this. I think it's because story time. One day I was walking through the aisles of a CVS, as you do, and I went to the tiny mirror to look at my under eye to try and pick out a concealer shade, and I noticed some little lines there that I had never seen before. And so I immediately texted my mom and was like, do you have wrinkles under your eyes? Like, is that a thing? Is that a thing that the women in this family, do we have wrinkly under eyes? And she's like, I mean, it's just a part of getting older, which she's true. I mean, it's right, but I got kind of scared. And so now I'm like, oh, this would actually be really nice because I could use it on my off nights with tretinoin. I could actually get some retinol up under my eye because right now with tretinoin, it is way too strong for me to use on my under eyes, and I do not recommend that you use it on your under eyes. So to have an eye stick that is specifically for your under eyes that has retinol in it, that is known to help, especially because it's encapsulated retinol, to help with wrinkles and fine lines, I'm very interested. And for $28, it's not that bad, and I know that the Peace Out Retinol, people really like it, so I'm not gonna do it right now though because my skin is already very irritated and dry and I don't need to add more to that, but maybe in the summer. You guys tell me, what do you think about that? Let's talk about some new luxury brands that are hitting Sephora. So Westman Atelier just dropped their entire luxury makeup line at Sephora. Westman Atelier is a luxury makeup line by Gucci Westman, and The prices reflect that. If you go and search Westman Atelier right now on Sephora, we're looking at a lot of different products. They've got the Face Trace Cream Contour Stick for about $50. Their foundation stick, which I've heard has amazing reviews, about $70. Their powder bronzer is $75. And their lip products are $85. And that's not even talking about the brushes. Their blending brush is $125. So this is not just a high-end brand. This is a luxury brand. I mean, I would put it on par with Dior and YSL, but it almost feels like it's even more than that. Their packaging is really, really unique. It has a specific roll-up style. You know, you see it in the world and you know exactly what it is. However, there is a new beauty brand coming to Sephora called Merit Beauty that is high-end, not luxury, but gives me very similar vibes. And I'm going to do a video on my favorite like natural makeup look, and I'm gonna talk a lot about them. So stay tuned for that, but this is absolutely a no for me. I think it looks beautiful, but I'm not going to spend upwards of $70 to $75 every time that I need to get a foundation stick. And I think that there are people out there who enjoy luxury makeup, but it's not something that's sustainable for me, or probably for you or most people. My husband does get me one piece of luxury makeup like for Christmas or for my birthday randomly, and it's always very sweet. He got me a Gucci lipstick that I wore on our wedding day, and he got me a YSL water stain for Christmas. I talked about that in my what I got for Christmas video if you're interested, but I don't see myself purchasing any of these anytime soon. Okay, let's talk about two things from Milk Makeup that I'm thinking they're both a no for me. The first one is the Electric Glossy Lip Plumper for $25. I love Milk Makeup. Let me put that out there first. I think that they have very innovative products. I love their branding. I truly love them as a brand. But these two that we're going to talk about to me feel very young, and I get that because a lot of product marketing right now is based in TikTok, and so I know they're trying to probably reach the younger audience, maybe the Gen Zers, but to me, I'm kind of past the age of a lip plumper. I very much was a lip plumpette when I was trying to get a man back in the day. Me and my best friend Andy, we would put on our lip plumper and go out on the town, but I don't really do it much anymore, especially in a clear gloss form for $25. That's just not for me, but that is not the one that I'm mostly focused on. The one that I'm more concerned about is the Color Chalk Multi-Use Powder Pigment. This is an incredibly confusing product. The instructions are peel, use, repeat. So apparently this is a piece of chalk with pigment in it that is sustainably based packaging, which I get and I love, but I don't understand how or when or why people want to use this and where. Is it an eyeshadow? Is it a highlighter? Based on the color palette they have, it's basically all bright colors and then a few neutrals. Am I using this on my lips? Is this an eyeshadow? Like, I need a little bit more direction here. I want to show you guys a TikTok advertising that they've put up, and the comments on them are very bad. People are like, you're not showing us how to use this, you're just showing us this product, cutting it open with like scissors and then like smashing it in your hands. Like, I'm not gonna do that. And I also feel like this will be an absolute mess in your purse. Like, imagine having a piece of chalk unwrapped in your purse. Are you supposed to like take the chalk out and like put it on as lipstick? I'm so confused by this. I was shocked to see that Smoky Glow thought this was a good idea. Absolutely shocked. It's an absolute no for me, and I love Milk Makeup, but come on. Another no for me, and I'm talking about this product, but we're gonna be covering the entire brand. This is JLo Beauty, and this is the JLo Glow Serum with Olive Complex, and this is sold for $79 doll hairs. I have seen a lot of the videos on JLo Beauty and the breakdowns. I saw Hiram's video. I've seen a lot of TikToks of people being like, two things. One, people are like, everything's based in olive oil is bad for your skin, and then other people saying it's formulated correctly, it's not gonna be bad for your skin, which obviously, come on. JLo is not gonna put out a product that is gonna your skin. She's not gonna do that. But she might put out a product that is insanely expensive and unnecessarily so, which is basically what's happening here. This is a $79 serum for 1 ounce, and looking at the ingredients, we've got like niacinamide and squalene. And to me, guys, we can get a serum with these ingredients in it at the drugstore, in my opinion. I know that celebrities like to kind of, you know, price their brand, but look at Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez is doing amazing because she's hitting a target market that feels that it's affordable but is still a luxury high-end product because the packaging, the experience. JLo has that, but the ingredients don't match the price in my opinion, and I don't know, the obsession with olive oil and all of that, it's just a no for me, and I will continue to purchase mostly drugstore skincare, so sorry JLo. I absolutely love you, but it's a no for me. Something that is a maybe for me right now is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. This is a $36 powder foundation, and of course, she's knocked it out of the park, and the shade range is amazing. I'm really not a big matte powder foundation person, except for in the summer, I absolutely am, for particular reasons. I like to apply a matte powder foundation with a brush lightly over my forehead in the summer to give myself a little bit of coverage and to help with my oiliness because I'm super duper oily, and this looks like it would be perfect for that. However, I am pretty ride or die for my Bare Minerals. I know it's old school, but I love it so much. I am interested in a few things that they're coming out with, but for the most part, I feel like a lot of the time I end up skipping out on their stuff. I do want to pick out one of her cream blushes though, so if you've tried it, let me know. I'm interested in the shade Rose Latte. First Aid Beauty came out with a niacinamide dark spot serum, which I think is timely because niacinamide is a huge buzzword right now. First Aid Beauty is a great skincare brand for sensitive skin. I talked about it in my ranking skincare video. If you're interested, I will leave that up above. But this is a concentrated niacinamide serum that is clean at Sephora, which you guys know. Clean at Sephora to me is like, usually it means it's better for sensitive skin, but I don't want you to take that to the bank because clean at Sephora just means there are specific ingredients that they've left out, but they don't always mean everything. However, I will not be able to use this product because it has golden kiwi fruit in it and I am allergic to kiwis. I don't know if a golden kiwi fruit is the same thing as a kiwi,
but I'm not gonna take my chances.
On top of the golden kiwi fruit, which I'm reading here is to protect the skin from free radical damage with more vitamin C than an orange. Okay, and it includes licorice root extract. So licorice root is great for lightening and brightening the skin, so is niacinamide. I don't know about the kiwi fruit, to be honest, and I'm not gonna know because unless I want my face to blow up and my throat to close down, I'm gonna have to stay away from this one. Oh, and that is a $42 serum, which I feel is a little bit pricey for First Aid Beauty. Like, that's pretty expensive for a First Aid Beauty, am I right? Seems a little much for some kiwi. Another skincare product that is going to be a no for me, dog, is the Supergoop Daily Dose Vitamin C SPF 40 Sunscreen Serum. The reason that this is a no for me is because, well, one, I don't use vitamin C on my skin. I have very sensitive skin, and I think that vitamin C is just going to make it more sensitive. But on top of that, this is marketed as a serum, which I'm gonna talk about another product that I love that is marketed in the same way, but because it's marketed as a serum, it ends up confusing people because they think it's not going to be the last step in their routine, and then they end up putting more skincare on top of it, and then your SPF is not protecting your skin the way that it should. But on top of that, I don't know, I'm not interested in a $46 vitamin C and SPF combination, but I know that a lot of people are interested in this. It also includes niacinamide, which we know everybody loves right now, and honestly, it's already in a lot of products, so even if you don't see it called out, check the back of your ingredient list of whatever it is you're looking for because it probably is in there. I wanted to say this is a similar vibe to my Neutrogena Invisible Daily SPF, the longest name ever. It's also labeled as a serum, and I talked about it in a video recently, and I really do like the sunscreen. I think I talked about it in a vlog. But again, I don't like that confusing marketing of calling it a serum because it's a sunscreen. It needs to be the very last thing that you put on because if you put something on top of it, it's going to degrade that sunscreen. So don't be confused by that. If you like vitamin C, you might want to look into this, but for me, it's a no. Let's talk about this new Anastasia Iced Out line that they've come out with. It's a highlighter, and then they have a clear lip gloss, and then their eyebrow gel that's came out kind of all together. And I did get the eyebrow gel. It is called the Brow Freeze, and I'll talk about it in another video soon. If you're interested, let me know if you have any questions on it. But it's basically clear brow pomade, and it works really, really well. So that one is definitely a win to me. But what I won't be buying, and I was slightly interested in at first, is the highlighter. This is the Iced Out highlighter. It is $34. Right off the bat, I was intrigued because it has the same packaging as the Amrezy highlighter, which is one of my favorite, if not my favorite highlighter of all time. So when I saw that similar packaging and the similar press of the actual highlighter, I was immediately drawn in, but the color is not my vibe at all. It is a yellow, gold, like white, almost greenish tint highlighter, and that is just not, that's not my thing at all. But if you do, I can guarantee that this formula is amazing, especially if it's just like the Amrezy, but that color is just not for me. The packaging is so pretty though. Oof. The last thing I want to talk about is a new product from Kosas, and you guys know that I do love that brand. I made an entire video using an entire face of Kosas products. If you're interested, I'll link it up above. This is their Cloud Set Baked Setting and Smoothing Talc-Free Vegan Powder. I was kind of surprised when they came out with a powder as their next launch because they are a small brand, and so I know that whatever they come out with has had a lot of thought put into it. This is a $34 pressed powder, and it is meant to help set the face or be used under the eyes. This is also a sheer powder, but they do have a shade range for it that goes pretty deep all the way to nearly translucent. I'm not really sure how I feel about the shade breakdown yet. I need to get a better look at swatches, but it does look like they made an effort to include a darker shade than their bronzer, which I told you guys I didn't love. Their deepest shade in the bronzer is not dark enough for deep skin tones. So I'm happy to see a shade here that looks pretty deep. Honestly, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I kind of want it just because this is the same packaging as their bronzer, which I love so much. I'm actually wearing that today, and it's just a great powder product. And the reason that I also really like this idea is that they are marketing it as something that doesn't necessarily get rid of all of the dewiness on your face. It just helps clean up some of the oil and shine, but it doesn't completely mattify everything, which I really like. And like all of Kosas products, this is fragrance free. It is, you know, good for sensitive skin, and they added in some very cool and innovative ingredients like bamboo seed extract and passion fruit leaf extract, which helps basically with just absorbing oil. So it's not revolutionary, but I am interested in it, and I think I might pick it up on my next round of purchases, if you will. Also, I think today, by the time I post this, it'll be the Monday after Valentine's Day. So happy late Valentine's Day. I wanna know what you guys did, or if you did anything, if you were at home with your partner, or if you went and did something, or if you're anti-Valentine's Day, that's okay too. Let me know down below. Reed and I actually went to our local art museum here in town, and we saw a Picasso exhibit, which is just so cool. So if I can take any pictures there, I will post them on the community tab. But we have got some really fun videos coming up. As I said, we're going to talk about some natural makeup. We're going to go over my new evening routine for tretinoin, which it has changed a little bit from the second video I've ever uploaded. So stick around for that, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video really soon. Bye!